What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Majestic Madness 15. We're back at it again with another video, and we're here with the season finale of The Last of Us season 2. We're here. It's the end of the season. They only did a 7-episode season instead of 10 like the last season, and you know, looking at it, this episode is only 50 minutes. I was genuinely thinking that we might potentially get like a longer episode for this season finale. But no, we're getting a 50-minute episode. So, and actually, it's like kind of on the shorter side if you think about like how long some of our other episodes have been. Whew, I'm stressed. If you guys remember last episode, we got all of the flashbacks of Joel and Ellie through the years ever since they found Jackson. I stated in the last video that when you play the game, those flashbacks are actually scattered throughout the game, and they kind of get triggered every time you play the guitar. So instead, we got all of them at once in one episode, and you know, it was heartbreaking. There were some changes, and I can genuinely say it was probably the first time that I really questioned the changes, didn't know how I felt about the changes. But we're here. We're on the last episode, and like I need to finish it because I need to know what I can talk about and what I can't. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. I can't believe it's been 7 weeks already. The amount of times that I've relived that scene, whether I've been playing the game or watching this, I think I've relived that scene like 7 times. Because I've played the game twice. I watched season 1. No, I've played the game 3 times. So I've played the game 3 times. I watched season 1. And then they've done it like 2 times in this already. I really didn't think about that. I was like, yeah, I forgot I did a whole like extra playthrough for YouTube. Oh, we're back to our one person. I will say that's like people leaving. Let me say this much. Game of Thrones is the reason why I actually pay attention to intros. Game of Thrones and like animes. Because the way that some of these people really be like telling stories in their intros, Game of Thrones continuously told you like all of the areas that you were visiting every intro, so you knew which main characters you were seeing in that episode based off of which parts of the map were highlighted. Like I can't, like I can't. Oh, I forgot she got shot by an arrow.
I know. Have some, okay?
No.
It's gonna help. Have some.
I said no.
Look, there's too much going on for Jessie to connect dots why she can't have any right now. Yo, she is acting her ass off. Ah! I know he said it was easier to push it through than pull it out, but still, I wasn't ready. You need to not knock like that.
Of your horse.
You need to not knock like that. Scared the crap out of me.
What happened to you?
Dina!
She's okay. She's in the dressing room. Ellie, where were you?
I was just torturing somebody in the basement, surrounded by spores. You know, typical Tuesday stuff. I was gonna say, how do you know that you don't have spores on you? But she came home in the rain. Not that I think spores like live physically on you, but again, it should have washed away. So is anybody gonna tell Jesse that he's a dad? No, we're not gonna tell. Okay. Got it. Girl, you cannot tend to my wounds right now. You need to be tended to.
Did you kill her? Yeah, well, maybe she got what she deserved.
Yo, that's even worse. That's cold. You mean you attacked her till she talked? She was infected and you left her to turn. You need to go home. You should have been gone home. All right, we're at Seattle day 3. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell Jesse. And really, Dina should be the one to tell Jesse. So we just not gonna tell him. We're gonna keep. All right, cool. You're gonna be a dad, but like, just tortured somebody into telling me where Abby was.
Into the city. Yeah, and I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me.
Like she's
Like how she's
pregnant.
Fuck.
How did he know? I mean, all the clues were there.
Guessing?
Technically, none of us knew that she was pregnant when we left. Does that make it any better? And it was kind of too late to turn back by the time we found out. Does that make it any better?
There's more than one of her?
No, it doesn't.
I guess so. I don't know. But I have done my part to write it.
Yo, what happened to him?
Now I must rest. She got me. She got me. She got me. Get his clothes off. Wait, no!
Stop. The most you could do is throw a grenade right now. You can't do nothing. No!
Ellie.
What are you
Ellie.
doing?
There were 6 of them and 2 of us. What do you think would have happened?
You fucking kid!
Ellie, these people are shooting each other, lynching each other, ripping each other's guts out. Even the kids. I am not dying out here. Not for any of them. This is not our war.
It's not. Oh, look at Costco. You know, if the zombie infected epidemic were to happen, I feel like the first place I'd go was Costco. Look, I'm hunkering down in a Costco somewhere.
Good news. Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
There's enough food and enough space and enough stuff to barricade. Don't take my idea. Don't y'all take my idea. Find a different Costco.
Everything's set.
A lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mells. But only one Abby.
What's so special about Abby?
Okay, what the fuck? She's a good soldier, great even. But we have an entire fucking army out there and you're acting like she's the most important.
Yeah, I'm asking the same question.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. There's an even better chance I'll be dead. So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep? Who leads them? Who secures our future? It was supposed to be her.
Well, she's fucked off, Isaac.
Did you have a backup plan?
So maybe it wasn't.
It sounds like you didn't. Because what if she died?
I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
That's a good point. You should have gone with that girl to Mexico.
Sniper. It's gotta be Tommy.
Oh, so we're doing it. This is actually like a really cool moment in the game. You're just kind of maneuvering, and because Tommy is the sniper, he's taking them, he's helping you take them out essentially. Making a path for you.
Oh, you hear that? It's in the right direction. I don't see an easy way north, but if he got there, it means we can too. Ellie.
The whale.
What?
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joel, she's in the aquarium.
I voted no.
I knew it.
Why?
Because everything you do for you. Ellie,
Oh my god.
Ellie, it wasn't in the best interest of the community.
Fuck the community!
I mean, she's kind of making his point. You do everything for
I
you.
really hope you make it.
He said, if you want to do it, you better do it alone. Because one thing I'm not... How do you end up with an aquarium that you have to, like, swim to? Or, like, take a boat to? Is that really how the aquarium is in Seattle? Or is that just, like, what it ended up being, like, post-epidemic? I don't know if I would ever go to the aquarium if I had to take a boat to get to it. Because that looks far. You know what? If I remember correctly, I think it was a thing in the first game that Ellie didn't know how to swim. And I think in one of the flashbacks, you like find out that she actually like learned how to swim. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill him. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not one of them. Please. No, 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 no.
I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tobin!
Child! Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna try this again and end up in the right place this time. I feel like she ended up farther from the aquarium than when she started. I don't know what to tell you to do about the waves though. Like you gonna have to figure that part out. That's for someone else to figure out. That's not my problem. The way that my upper body strength could never. See, this is why you always pick up the ladders and you move them so that nobody else can access them. Now for the next person who's supposed to come in, I don't know, you gotta walkie-talkie me and tell me to come put the ladder back, but now out of the whole aquarium, why would y'all sleep there where it's wet? I have a love-hate relationship with this light because I feel like, shouldn't you be concerned that other people are gonna see the light first and then wonder and notice that somebody's coming, but then at the same time I guess their friends would also be using a flashlight, so maybe they wouldn't think it's a stranger. But if all of their friends are together, but also you need to be able to see concerns.
I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
I don't care. You say that like I'm supposed to
You
care.
don't know where she is.
Technically, I didn't kill Nora. I just left her to her death. Slowly, Owen. Oh! See? I said slowly. In the throat! See? You decided you wanted to be quick draw McDraw out here. Oh! Yo, one bullet took both of them.
Knife? Do you have a knife?
She was pregnant.
Get the fuck over here, please, please, please.
Oh, she was talking about taking out the baby. Girl, she did. Girl, she did. Sure. Mm-hmm. It's out. I think it was very similar to that in the game. I mean, it was Owen's fault. You said you wasn't gonna kill him. You didn't know one bullet was gonna kill both of them. You didn't know that Joel's gun was so powerful that one bullet would go through his throat and graze her too. Cause she only shot once, right? She only shot. It was one shot. That's crazy. She really didn't mean to.
Let's go. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
She really didn't mean to. She only wanted to get one person. This y'all fault. It's very unfortunate though that she was pregnant. People just really out here getting pregnant during the epidemic. That's crazy. So you murdered 2.5 people. So your overall death count is at like 3.5. Because we're giving Nora a 0.5.
Hey.
Yo, my heart is beating so fast.
No. They made
And
a
we
choice.
didn't even get the one that kicked you in the ribs.
Abby gets to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
she
were
lost
able to
everybody
make a
she
peace with
loves.
Guess I'll have to.
I think that's an equivalent exchange. She has no more homies. I really need to replay this game. But I also don't want to.
Thank
But
you
I
for
also
coming
want
back.
to. Oh God. No!
Stand up! Stand up! Hands in the air or I shoot this one too.
Just run.
Shut the fuck up!
Stop! Stop!
I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming and I didn't want to deal with it.
He killed my friend.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them. I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. I'm the one that you want. Just let him go.
I let you live. I let you live. And you wasted it.
Oh, no!
They better not be stopping there. I know they're not stopping there. Thank you. Thank you.
You up?
Well, yeah, now.
Cool. All right, come on. Isaac wants to talk to us.
Okay. Just let me wake up. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right. It's your funeral if you make him wait.
Uh-huh.
Stadium is a pretty smart place to be. Seattle. Day one. Yes! Oh! Oh, I have words. I have so many words. I have so many words. So, for people who did not know, that's exactly how the game goes. 100%. You play a third of the game as Ellie. Ellie's perspective, like after the Joel murder, right? And then you immediately switch perspectives and you start playing as Abby. And when I tell you I hated that part of the game, when I tell you I killed Abby so many times because I could. I didn't. Oh, and I feel like doing that really it really messes with your mind. It really messes with, and the perspectives switch just like that. They switch at the I let you live and the gunshot, and then you're just boop, Seattle day one, but now you're experiencing Seattle day one as Abby. And I really just like, I didn't know how they were going to do this. I didn't. And that's why I was sitting there. I was like, yo, I said I was nervous because I knew we were coming up on the end of the episode. And I was just like, is Jesse gonna die? Because Jesse's dead. Is Jesse gonna die? Which that's exactly how it is. You know, you open a door, just boom, shot on sight. You barely even get to process the fact that he's dead. I was like, and then when they just cut to black, I was really concerned that it was gonna end and we were gonna have like no idea. But yeah, no, like you do this whole like next chunk of the game as Abby. And this is where what I've been saying all along, that in my opinion, Abby's build is more based off of a game mechanic than it is, or like the play style of the game, than it is based off of like her hatred of Joel. Because when you switch perspectives and you play as Abby, now let me say this, you start the game out as playing as Abby and you have no idea who you are. You're just playing in the snow, right? But when you get to this chunk of the game and you're playing as Abby, her playstyle is identical to Joel because her build is identical to him. Whereas, so she has a heavier playstyle. She has, you know, a heavier punch. She holds different weapons. She can punch and stun the enemies. She can strangle the regular, like still kind of human looking infected. But she still needs a shiv to get the clickers. Excuse me. But Ellie is smaller, so she can't do that. She can't strangle the opponents the same way. She has a knife because she actually has to use it. She can't like punch an enemy to stun them to run away, because you can do that. You can like punch a clicker. You just can't. I think it's like normally it's like punch and then like you can strangle him. You just, like I said, you can't strangle them. And I'm pretty positive like she can't strangle, I don't think she can strangle any enemies. I think it's always like a stab to the neck, which is why Ellie doesn't have to make shivs. She has her switchblade. So yeah, this next season that we're going to get is going to start out as Abby and Abby's perspective, and what was she doing for the 3 days that Ellie was walking around trying to track her. And then there's a whole like other third of the game, and I don't know where that's gonna be, because we are not confirmed a season 4 yet, but there's another little chunk. So either this next season is gonna have to be longer than 7 episodes, or they're gonna have to put that like little, I don't even think it's a third, it's a little under a third, but there's a chunk of game after that. But yeah, no, like now, like I said, I've been saying this from the beginning, this game was gonna be so hard because I didn't know how they were gonna do it. And I genuinely think that was the best way. I think the best way is doing it like the game. It's just the problem is you don't just jump right in. We have to wait. We have to wait for another season, which might be another, you know, like 2-3 years. But we gotta wait for another season to come out before we can see what Abby's been up to. And then from doing that, we also get more background on the wolves. We get more information with their wars with the scars, and man, I need to replay this game. But I don't want the drama. But I need to replay this game. Now, and honestly, like now I feel even more confident. Like I could replay the game and say like, hey, if you don't want any spoilers going forward, you know, stop here. Stop at the Abby transition. That was the, like I said, like I think that was, or I didn't technically say it, but I thought that was the most logical like place to end. But I think dropping the nugget that we're swapping perspectives is also like necessary. It just lets you know that you're not just like ending, because we have to, if you think about it, if we are now tracking what Abby has been doing for the last 3 days, we have to end up back at that theater at some point. And we have, so you kind of just, and it's another thing is like, because you already know like Ellie's schedule and like what she's doing when, you also just already know, like, I felt like when I was playing the game, when I got to Seattle day 3, I was like, oh, stuff's about to go down. Oh, Abby's friends are about to die. Oh, she's gonna end up at the theater and we're gonna get the end of that scene, because you do have to play the game to get there. So you are just left on this cliffhanger and then forced to play a character that a lot of people don't like. I am very much team I don't like Abby. Some people, you know, played her section and I think it changed their perspectives and they liked her a little bit more. And then there's me, who's a loyalist, and I'm like, no. Abby is right there with Gabby from Attack on Titan. If you know, you know. And I don't like none of them. But wow, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked for the next season. I love how they're doing this. I love that this stayed very true to the game. And I think, like, yeah, it leaves you with something. It leaves you with some excitement, and I see why they had to do a 7-episode season. Like, because you can't get through all of Abby's days in 3 more episodes to make it like a 10-episode season. Like, she's going to need an entire season the same way Ellie did. But yeah, that's it. That's season 2. That's the end of The Last of Us for now. You know, there's still talks. People are talking. People are chitter-chattering about whether or not we're going to get another game, but it's not confirmed. And we do know that Naughty Dog is working on, I think it's Interstellar, which has the same actress that played Nora in the show. It has her as like the voice and the motion capture and the face of Interstellar. So I don't know when we're gonna get another Last of Us game. But there's supposedly there's thoughts, there's theories, there's a potential story that can go there. But yeah, no, that's it. So I don't know, y'all get your Sundays back, I guess. Like, I don't have any more words, but I appreciate you guys for rocking with me for the last 7 weeks while we watched The Last of Us together and experienced all of the trauma and the heartbreak and the few happy tears that we had a little bit, like between the guitar playing and the last episode. You know, there was like this many happy moments, you know. But yeah, if you like this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I'm still looking for more recommendations of what I should watch. I think we got like a show and a movie, but if y'all like the reactions, I will happily react to more things on this channel because I love watching TV and movies. So, but yeah, that's it for this series until we get to season 3 and until I play the second game again, which actually might be sooner than I think, because this really made me want to replay the game, and I hadn't replayed the game because I didn't want to relive Joel, but this really made me want to replay the game. So yeah, we might be doing that pretty soon, and we'll be doing it for the YouTubes. But until then, I'm Justin Madness 15. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.